Zinzino, we inspire change in life.
Hello, hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Doctor Weekly webinar. All right, I'm Vincent here, and I will be your host, main host, and translator for today's session. Okay, for tonight's session, for those who wish to listen to Mandarin translation, you can, if you're using a computer to attend, okay, you can go to look for the interpretation icon at the bottom of the screen. It's like a globe, okay, select Chinese. Of course, we are joining from iPad mobile, okay, click on more at the bottom and then select Chinese. I will be there doing the translation after our introduction. I'm so happy to see every one of you today. Thank you for taking your time out to participate in today's session to enrich yourself. We have planned and organized a lot of online health talk, okay, so that you can actually invite your customers and prospects to this Zoom session and have them to listen to this session, okay. And today, before we start, just give a gentle reminder to all the prospects, send them a reminder that we are having a health talk now, so that they can quickly come in and not miss any important information. All right, today doctor will be discussing with everyone what is it important and advantages to take Zinzino products in our diet, okay, and how it can help our body to be in balance and be healthy. And specifically today, doctor will be discussing with everyone how Zinzino product, especially our balance oil and skin serum, okay, can help and improve our skin health. Okay, now everyone is starting to go back to work, going back to office, or meeting your customers, prospects in person. I'm very sure you want to leave a very good impression for them. Okay, everyone want to look good, and having beautiful and fair skin will help a lot in that particular area. Okay, first impression counts. All right, when we are actually talking to doing business or doing networking, then doctor will go through with everyone, how to achieve all this beautiful skin, okay, from the inside out and also from the outside. And of course, okay, doctor will also be discussing our very important but unique tools that we have here, which is what we call the Zinzino balance test. Okay, this test is actually one of the key drivers as to why Zinzino has been growing so rapidly worldwide. Okay, and as the society gets more educated, this test and the science of the science of it, the facts of it, of the report, or what we call the test-based nutrition, will become more important. Okay, and until today, we have done close to 800,000 tests worldwide. Okay, close to 800,000 tests worldwide already. Okay, and the number is just like growing every single week. Okay, and out of these 800,000 tests worldwide, okay, Zinzino has recently also launched a Zinzino test, has also recently launched a statistic database of what we call the Zinzino balance map. Okay, where you can actually see real-time balance, first balance test and second balance test average in your country. Okay, for example, if you are staying in Malaysia, okay, you can find your country balance test average statistics from the zinzinotest.com. Okay, it's very interesting, and I encourage everyone, to take a look at your local statistic, but also your neighboring country statistic. Okay, it's very fun. All right, and by the way, for those who are joining us for the first time, welcome to our webinar. All right, Zinzino is a test-based nutrition and the public listed company based in Sweden, and we are also the world leading company with the largest fatty acid test database. All right, Zinzino has been serving many satisfied customers in Europe over the past years, and soon with the Asian markets, more Asian markets coming up, you will be even bigger than ever. And before the end of the session, we'll open up the field for some Q&As, and this is a perfect opportunity for you to ask Dr. Abraham anything regarding health and products. Okay, I'm pretty sure over the past week, if you have been talking to your customers, you will have a lot of questions from them. Okay, if you are some of the questions, of course, you know how to answer, but some you might not. So you feel free to ask doctor later on during our Q&A segment. All right. Let me give everyone a short introduction of Dr. Abraham. Doctor is based in KL, okay, Malaysia, and has been in the medical field and worked in hospital for more than over years. All right. So he is very experienced and has helped plenty of patients back to their health. Even though he's a medical doctor, he truly believes in the holistic approach to keeping our body healthy. All right. And he's also right now in the Zinzino advisory board, scientific advisory board for Zinzino, and has been working closely with the rest of the board members to develop better and wonderful product for you and the market. I can't wait to hear his session. All right. So without further ado, let us all type in 888 into the chat box to give our warmest applause to welcome Dr. Abraham. Doctor, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent. A very good day to everyone. Is it okay? We're going to look at something that we all like to talk about, how a person looks. The first part of the look will be the skin. And you know what? The skin is an extremely important part of the human body. We need to understand the skin a little bit. You don't need to know a lot of scientific details. I'm going to give you a very quick overview, and then we'll go on to see what we can do to get the best skin that we have inherited. I'm going to share screen now. If you look at the layers of the skin, you will find that it has several layers. Now, all these layers, starting with A, B, C, D, not E. E is muscle which lies underneath the skin. A, B, C, D is what you pick up. You pick up your skin, and this skin contains the 4 different layers. Now, they are not as thin like this in every area of the body. It is quite thick at the back. So you pinch somebody at the back, you will find that it's very thick because the fat accumulation there is high. In fact, most people tend to accumulate fat in their back areas as we get older. So these are the layers of the skin, and the terms look technical. Before I explain, let me show you a diagram of how it looks. If you take a slice of skin, a small piece, and look right up to the muscular layer. The last one here is the muscular layer. This is how approximately, very simplified. It is more complicated than this, but this is a simplified look. If you see some names here, leave out the muscle layer. Without the muscle, you have 3 layers. It means outside. Hypo means on the inside, and the middle one is just skin. Derm is skin, derma, dermis. So outside, middle layer, side layer. And this layer particularly is fat and connective tissue that joins this to the muscle. Okay? So the most important layers here that we are going to talk about are the first and the second layer. The third layer has got many other structures. Today we want to focus on the first and second layer. Now, if you look carefully, and it's sometimes difficult to see, there are actually 5 layers in the first layer. And in the second layer, there are 2. So this first 2 levels, you can say, has got 7 layers of cells. And we'll be looking at it to understand what exactly is the work of these 7 layers. But before that, what is the skin for? Sorry. Skin, as Vincent mentioned earlier, gives a first impression. You can normally, when we meet up people for business meetings, we pass them our name card. Actually, your first calling card is your face, and the most observable thing about your face is your skin. You can be a light-skinned person, dark-skinned person, but if your skin is healthy, people notice it. If we have a very sallow or dry or droopy looking skin, that also shows, no matter who you are, people do wonder why it's like that. Okay, so that is the very first function of the skin, to give an impression. After that, you notice that it is a cover for the body. Now, the whole body is continuously covered by skin. It is one piece, okay? And the skin is very tough. If you pull the skin apart, you can't tear the skin. It's very tough. You can cut it, you can pierce it, but you can't tear it. In fact, when they slaughter animals, to take out the skin is quite easy because it's so tough. You can strip it off the animal in one piece. Okay, so it is a tough cover for the body, and of course, it varies in thickness in different areas. Certain areas, it's thick, as I mentioned, in the back, but if you look at the palm and the feet, it's not that thick, but it's quite tough. For example, the feet need to walk, and only in modern days we wear shoes and slippers. The older generations walked barefoot, and the skin was able to hold on unless they come across or step on something sharp like a thorn. Now, this skin has a lot of functions, and therefore it is prone to disease. And today we have a separate specialty to look after this. It's called dermatology. These are specialists, doctors who look after any diseases of the skin. In fact, the subject is so large now that there are subspecialists in the skin department. Okay? Now, today we are going to look at, as I mentioned, the first two layers. The first two layers are, or sections, you can say, contain 7 layers. They have very technical names. Corneum, lucidum, granulosum. But I put it late so that you understand the basic function of each layer. The first one has got keratin. Keratin is like a wax. So these cells have a lot of wax, and therefore they are more protective to your skin. This layer of cells are usually dead by the time they come to the surface. And this is a layer that we shed when we walk around in our clothes, when we lie in our bed. In fact, it has been estimated that in our bedroom, main bedroom, if you don't clean the place for a week, on the bed, more than 50% of the dust is from these cells. And that is why you can see small mites growing on it, small insects, because these are biological material, you can feed on it. And sometimes children who are sensitive to these small mites, I'm not talking about bed bugs or ticks, they are even smaller than that. They can cause allergy. Especially they stay in the pillow, and if your child is a sensitive child and your pillow is more than a year old, you must change the pillow. So this is the very first layer, concerned with defense. The second layer is something that helps to protect you against friction. Sometimes we fall down, we rub against something that is hard. As we pass by, you get an abrasion on the body. It doesn't bleed, but the first layer has been taken off, and part of this layer has been injured. So this helps you to withstand friction. The third one is waterproofing. Now, when you have a bath, the water doesn't get soaked into your internal organs. Okay, this is due to the waterproofing that is available in the third layer, because this layer of cells have a lot of fat, so they can keep the water away. Now, we might think that the skin is just a protective layer, but it also has an immune function. Remember that 70% of your immune system is found in the digestive system, in our gut, along the wall of the intestines. But other parts of it are scattered all over the body. The first area is, of course, bone marrow, and other glands like liver, spleen, lymph nodes, and so on. Now, one area where you get immune cells present is in the skin, and the fourth layer has these cells and therefore provides immune protection. Immune protection is not 100% because there are many things, air or the water that we bathe with, that can actually go through this barrier. That is why the immune system is spread all over the body. The skin has it as the first barrier for the outside. Now we come to the layer which is the layer responsible for new skin formation. As an adult, this takes about 6 weeks to come here. So if you're going to improve your skin, whatever you apply, whatever you use, you're going to see the results. The earliest would be 6 weeks, because this area has to come to the first area. This is what is visible on the outside. So this is the area new skin is formed. So this completes the first section. Second section has got the sensations. This is the layer at which nerves end, ending of the nerves. The nerves will make you able to feel temperature, touch, whether the touch is a blunt or a sharp object. It also measures the pressure. So somebody can put pressure on you and you can feel that the pressure is pleasurable or painful. Okay. It also gives you a sense of position. You know exactly where they are touching, at the back or the front and so on. Another quality of sensation is whether they are touching you with something sharp, just one sharp piece or two sharp pieces. Okay, so these sensations are found in the first layer of the second section. Now, the last one has a lot of things, and that is why you need to have strength, and at the same time, it must be pliable. It must be elastic because it has got hair follicles, sweat glands, sebaceous glands. Now, hair follicles are important because when we get cold, in this part of the world, we don't get cold, so we don't have to have hair follicles rising to tread the air to make us warm. If you look at animals, the moment you throw them into the cold, their fur stands up because they can trap more air. This function is not so important for us, but it's there anyway. Sweat glands is where we sweat. This is literally a watery thing that comes out to help reduce our body temperature when we exercise. And the body uses it for other things also, like, for example, to throw away waste products. Quite a bit of, for example, even uric acid crystals can come out in your sweat. So it's good to sweat on and off, okay? Sebaceous glands, these are the glands that produce oil to keep the skin soft and supple. The skin, it is dry, sebaceous glands are not working very well. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Now, skin, how do you maintain your skin? Just like any covering, you must do some regular cleaning. We human beings, we do this by bathing. Now, in our climate, we probably need to bathe twice a day. Now, it's good to bathe in the morning, even if you are not sweating. You may have slept in an air-conditioned room, no sweat, you don't feel any smell, but please, if you can, wash yourself with warm water, because during sleep, the body detoxes, puts out waste matter through the skin quite a bit. Because we are resting, it can do that. So it's good to wash off all that when you get up in the morning. Now, skin thick, we say, it also needs water. It's the largest organ in the body and it needs water. And water reaches it last. Water has to go to the stomach, internal organs, the brain. They are more important. So the skin is the last area. And therefore, you need to drink enough amount of plain water, clean water, to make sure your skin remains plump, you can say. There are other reasons where you need to, other things you need to do to make it plump. But first of all, you need to have enough water. You want to maintain your skin, you better drink more water, even indirectly. If you drink a lot of water, you will have good bowel movements, which will make your skin appear much better. Okay. Now, the skin is a living organ. I mentioned earlier that it is the largest organ in the body. So you need to provide nutrition. Just like you provide nutrition for the rest of the body, you have to provide nutrition for the skin, which means you eat a diet that is as healthy as you can within the budget that you can afford. Okay. Just like any other organ, it needs rest. One of the ways to prevent premature aging is to have a good night's sleep every day, a restful sleep. The requirement may vary anything from 6 to 8 hours for an adult, but you must feel rested. Then you will find your skin looks brighter. Occasionally, we are very tired. We sleep a little bit more than what we do. It's a Saturday next morning, and some of us may sleep 8 or 9 hours. You wake up and go to the mirror. Oh, you look very nice, rested. How do we know rested? The skin looks fresh. Okay. Bowel health is very important, and I see this constantly in practice. Those who are able to eliminate their bowels completely. Most people go to toilet every day, but are they eliminating completely? That is important. When you do that, your skin looks cleaner, no matter what it is. Okay. Now, you will be surprised, skin needs exercise. How do you exercise your skin? If you want to remain healthy looking, okay, by healthy looking, you probably will look younger. People notice that even if you're an elderly person, they notice immediately your skin looks healthy, okay? How do you exercise your skin? Now, the skin sits on a muscle all over the body. So when you exercise your muscles, the skin gets stretched and they get exercise because of that. One area where they don't get enough exercise is your face. That is the part of your body that we take so much care to look after and to look good, but we don't do any face exercises. Okay, it's very important. What do we mean by face exercises? Another big subject, but roughly look at your childhood days. What did you do with your face? You puff up your cheeks, you make faces at people, you put out your tongue. All these are facial exercises. So do this in front of a mirror. Don't do it outside. People might wonder whether something has happened to you. Now, these facial exercises are very important. Okay. Whatever movement you do on the face, eyebrows, your lips. Some people even stretch their lips, which is good. Stretch, let go, stretch, let go. Okay. So exercise is very important to maintain the youthful looking skin. Now, the next thing is, no matter how good it looks, what happens is it begins to look older. You can make out the skin of a person who is 60 years and someone who's just 30 years. Not just because it's dry. Sometimes 30-year-old people have dry skin also. Now, what you need to do is a couple of basic things, okay? Don't expose yourself to direct sunlight, okay? We talk about vitamin D and so on. Yes, sunlight, but not direct sunlight. It is very uncommon to see young people today carrying an umbrella, but this was the standard practice by all ladies, say about 50 years ago when they go out. It may be hot, it may not be hot, that's okay, but they will carry a nice small umbrella. Direct sunlight in our countries, Southeast Asian countries, is not good. You need sunlight, indirect. They are still out in the sun, but it is not beating on them directly with the umbrella, okay? Now, before you leave home, always use a natural moisturizer. Today, we use all kinds of moisturizers. Some of them have chemicals that also get absorbed. You see, the skin is not only a barrier, but it is also a carrier. It can absorb. Some drugs are given by a paste, which is just stuck onto the skin. The skin can absorb. So you need to be careful what you put on your face. It is estimated that an average woman uses about 14 to 15 different makeup things over a period of time. It's anything from cleansing and moisturizing and all kinds of things. Now, I would say use a natural moisturizer. What do you mean by natural? Maybe it is just treated coconut oil. Maybe it is just a cream from aloe vera, something like that. Not only your face, I'm talking about even your hands, your elbows, and so on. Okay, your face, you may need to some, I mean, you have your brand of special cosmetics to do, fine. But that is for the face. And by the way, your face should extend right down to the neck and the part that can be seen here, this whole thing. Why should we be doing this? Cosmetics ideally should be used all over the body. It is meant for the skin. Okay, why do we use it only for the face and the neck region? Because this is the area that is most exposed, most expresses our feelings, and therefore more prone to damage. Why do women use more cosmetics than men? Because of their varying hormone levels every month. The reaction of the skin is such, it requires more care. So ladies, not only the cosmetics, all the steps that I've provided here, take it. It looks very simple, but it is very effective in the long run. So this natural moisturizer keeps the skin moisturized. And during these days, with COVID-19, we tend to pick up many things on our skin. Now, if you have a layer of moisturizer, that actually prevents the penetration by any virus or bacteria. So when you wash your hands, if you had used a good moisturizer, just rinsing your hands is enough. You don't have to use soap all the time. In fact, you shouldn't be using soap very often. You'll be washing away your natural oil, which is a protection, and opening up, allowing foreign substances to be absorbed easily, including viruses. Okay. Now, of course, when it comes to nutrition, the very specific ones I would say are minerals and antioxidants. Very important. Antioxidants are very good for skin. Minerals are very important for skin. Now, I'm sure all of us have come across people, when they pass by, there are some people you look back the second time. Why? Some of them look like they must be in the TV industry or movie industry. They don't have to say it. Their look shows that. Why? Because there's something about their skin. It's not just the makeup. There's something special in their skin. Now, that one is mainly due to minerals. And if you want to look for it, specific mineral, it is silicon. Okay. Now, if you take silicon, you won't get a TV star skin. There's one thing which I did not mention all this while is a lot of how your skin looks has a genetic portion to it. Some people are born with good skin. Of course, it'll get bad if they don't maintain it. But some people are born with very good skin. Some not so good. But I can tell you this, I have seen patients so much, even the worst skin can look so much better with care. And when it looks good, anybody can recognize that this skin has been cared for, okay? And it looks healthy. That's the most important. Now, minerals are extremely important. Now, for some reason, some people are able to maintain more silicon in their skin, and that gives them a glow, okay? The Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine, they love that look. So they felt that taking in pearls can give you that look. And there were formulas, they call it musk formulas, where musk, not mask, musk, which you take in and it gives you that sheen, that glow. Now that secret has forgotten because people who practice that, if you do not do it very carefully, you can get heavy metal toxicity and you can get kidney damage. So don't just swallow any pearls. Please be careful. But just to let you know, that kind of a skin is appreciated, and that is mainly due to minerals. You may have the capacity to retain the minerals, but are you supplying them? Not only minerals, antioxidants, simply because the face is exposed to many things, especially free radicals from the outside, and you need protection. Now, every cell in the body has a tough membrane called cell membrane, which covers the cell. This membrane allows fluid, oxygen, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals into the cell and make sure the waste matter goes out and not the good things. Now, to maintain that cell membrane, you need good fats. 50% of the cell membrane is fats. And this cell membranes are found on the outside. The fats are found on the outside and inside, and they control the traffic in and out of the cell. Now, for that to function well, you will need good amount of omega-3, which is now not available in our diet to the extent that our body requires it. And that is why Zinzino came out with balanced oil, so that you can balance your omega-3 with inflammatory oils, which will be omega-6, saturated fatty acids, and so on. So this is another thing that is important. Within 3 to 4 months, you can see a different sheen if you take balanced oil. Okay, so this, the content of the cells of the face, this, the membrane of those cells. Okay, now these two are okay. Now we talked about, let me go back to the layer, new skin formation, the basal area. What can we do about this? Not everybody forms new skin cells at the same rate, and therefore it is important to support that layer. That layer, Zinzino has a product called skin serum. It's a liquid gel kind of stuff. You can apply it on the face. Now you can continue to use your own brand of cosmetics that you're using. Instead of the moisturizer, you could use this. Now this gets right down to that 5th layer and stimulates the skin, or rather the cells there, to multiply a bit faster. So you get new cell formation. Not tomorrow, not next week. It takes about 6 weeks to kick in. Okay, so you need to wait for about 3 months to see the difference. It will actually smoothen out the skin by creating a better volume. One way where we get wrinkles is as we get older, we lose volume. And that volume is due to a number of things: lack of water. We don't hold as much water as when we were children. That's why children's cheeks are very chubby. We don't hold that much fat, and our reproduction is not that great. But the reproduction part, we can affect it by using this. This will not increase the fat content. Okay, there will be an increase in fat content with balanced oil, the right amount of fat, not as when you were much younger, but you will have a more fuller face. Now, slight increase in the bulk will stretch the skin and, of course, reduce wrinkling in that area. So it's important that you make sure that you take all these three if possible. Now, skin serum, you can apply that once it gets into the skin. Then over that, you can apply your regular cosmetics that you're using. The balance oil is mainly omega-3. We have added a group of antioxidants called polyphenols to not only protect the oil, but also help in absorption and use by the body. Okay, how do we know that? We are probably the only company in this part of the world that offers a test. You just prick your finger, 2 drops of blood, and the company will send that to a lab, a private lab in Norway, and get it tested. So someone who wants to know whether it's working can do a test before taking the oil and 120 days after taking the oil, and you will know the difference, whether your body has used it, how much it has used it, has it used enough, or do you need to top up even further? Okay, if you have reached your level, then you know exactly what your maintenance level is, and you continue to take it because it is a food. Okay, balance oil. Now, we already have an antioxidant there, which is very potent. But when you look at Velixir, we have got another set of antioxidants from mangosteen, green tea without the caffeine, green tea extract, and the famous mangosteen, which is very well known for antioxidants. So extracts of this 3 vegetable material goes into the making of Velixir. And the antioxidant measurement there is out of whack, actually. The average that you get in the market is about 3,000 to 6,000 or 7,000 ORAC value, ORAC. Velixir has 20,000 per serving, not to mention, and I'm not talking about the regular minerals like calcium and magnesium. No, this preparation contains many of the micro minerals which we need in milligrams and micrograms. It is mined from deep seabed, and it may have up to 72 different minerals. Very rarely can you get a product like this in the market. So this for that, and the balance oil you can get in the market, but this particular oil, fish oil or omega-3, if you look at the biochemistry, is second to none, simply because you can test it and see whether it's working for you. The skin serum works at the level where it is supposed to work. The 5th layer in the first section, where it helps in the increase in the number of cells that is coming up. Okay, I'm going to stop here and maybe take some questions that you may have. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions, doubts? No questions? Everybody is going to look beautiful?
Anybody has any question? Today a lot of thumbs up. Okay, 什么问题的话 okay, anybody got any question, you can type in at the chat. Okay, live chat. And then 有什么问题的话，你们可以问医生好吗？在这里那个聊天室，感谢大家。
There is one question. If skin keeps peeling, can we use skin serum? Yes. Now, this is no chemicals in it. Eczema, yes, that's right. Now, eczema, you have two types. If your eczema is wet eczema, no, you can't use this. But if it is a dry eczema, yes, you can use this. I have skin problems such as acne and eczema. Which product will help to improve my skin? Now, if you have acne, it must be treated. Now, you may, if it is a persistent one, you may need medical treatment. Even when you do the medical treatment, the basics must be taken care of. Make sure you have a lot of water, drink a lot of water. Okay, make sure your bowels move completely. Every time you leave the bathroom or toilet, you must feel, I've done a good job. Okay, and you must take lots of fiber, which means vegetables and fruits. Okay, with that, you could use the skin serum for dry eczema and acne. You need to check with your doctor. Not that you can't use. Acne has different stages. Certain stages, you will need to apply even antibiotic ointment to the face. So different stages, check out when things are beginning to settle down, then you can use the serum. For those with poor gastric health, can you advise how should they take balance oil and elixir? Now, the gastric thing that comes up is usually irritation in the stomach. Some people do not tolerate this in the morning. Why? Because you have just woken up and your stomach also has just woken up. It may not want anything to disturb it. So try taking it in the afternoon after a meal so that it mixes with the food and dilutes it, and the stomach is already working by then. It'll be a bit easier. Anything else? Stroke patient with blood thinning medicine, can they take balance oil? Yes, you can. Tell your doctor, okay? Now, balance oil or omega-3 oils thin your blood also. Wow, but I'm taking a medicine for thinning blood. Now, for the blood to thin, it can work in many different ways. And this to work in different areas. So your doctor should know, but because it is good for your blood vessels and your heart, you should take it. Market always promote collagen drink or bird nest for improving skin condition. Does it really help? Yes. Now, we talked about vitamins, minerals, and so on. But when we talk about the whole structure, the basic structure of skin, there is a lot of collagen. If you take a building, We talk about the shape of the window, the doors, and so on. But the whole building has a lot of concrete. Collagen is equivalent to that. Yes, whatever your source of collagen, whether it is boiled from bones or from bird's nest, it is good for health. What is the difference between vitamin K2 on some fish oil and balance oil? Now, vitamin K2 has been added by some others. We don't have vitamin K in our fish oil. Now, vitamin K is specially needed by the body and a special type, vitamin K2, MK7, a lot of studies have been done. That helps the body to deposit the calcium in the right place. When we take food, there's calcium in the body, it must go to the bones. We live at a time when the body is very heaty. There's a lot of inflammation, and some of the calcium can get deposited in the blood vessels of the heart and cause blockage. So K2 is given because we don't have a lot of K2 in our diet, modern diet. This is given usually to make sure that the calcium goes to the right place. Can skin serum help psoriasis? Now, psoriasis is a problem because there is some immune disturbance, and this disturbance manifests in the skin. So we don't know what's going on. Sometimes you take certain products, it may seem to help that particular patient better than others. Should you try Zinzino products? Yes. Even if the psoriasis doesn't settle down, you will see improvements in the treatment that you are taking. Can we use skin serum on any type of skin, oily or dry skin? Will there be any difference in the application? No. Okay, you can use in any skin. This is basically, it goes in to stimulate the cells to increase the number. So it doesn't affect the oiliness or increase it. If you do feel that when you apply, you feel a bit oily, what you need to do is apply less. Okay. I have been taking balance oil 4 months. Why am I still not 3:1? My first score was 30. Any score in between? Your second score? Now, some people absorb and utilize slower, okay? It doesn't mean they are slow. Sometimes when you didn't get the enough amount of a certain thing, the body must decide to, oh, I need this. So that may take some time, okay? But you will reach your 3:1. Now, in 120 days, we guarantee that you will see substantial improvement. Not that you will hit 3:1 in 120 days. Many people do. Some people take a bit longer. Which is better, balance oil or Velexir, or both together? Ideally, I would recommend both because they satisfy different needs. And that's why it's good to take both. If you have to choose between the two, I would go for balance oil. Now, it doesn't mean that Velexir is not necessary. My suggestion would be it's better to take, if you have budget constraints, it's better to take half dose of balance oil, half of Velexir, rather than 0 or just one product. My first test is 25 to 1. I'm balanced 2.9 to 1 after the second test. Wow, that's really good. However, my arachidonic acid still at yellow. Why is that so? And will AA become green if I keep taking balanced oil? No, you have enough omega-3. 2.9 to 1 is quite good. If the arachidonic acid is still high, cut down your oily food. You're getting a lot of omega-6. Omega-6 has a family of 4 oils. Out of the 4, arachidonic acid is the most inflammatory. So cut down the oil in your food.
Okay. Any last question for doctor over here? Okay, seems like everyone is they have been attending every week, so they understand. All right. Okay. Do we have any more? Okay. Okay.
SLE cause
one last
skin
one.
tissue damage. Yeah. Which product can help? Now, SLE is a autoimmune disease. So it affects the kidney, can affect the joints. One of the first thing it affects is the skin. So you are seeing only one part of a disease. You need to be under medical care. Okay, what product can help? Both balance soil and Velixir. In an autoimmune disease, the doctors are very worried about herbal extracts. Now, Velixir, balance soil, no herbal extracts. It only supports the skin. Okay, so you can take both. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Abraham, for your sharing tonight. Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone tonight has benefited from your tip and advice. Okay. Let us all give Doctor a round of applause one more time. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you.
And I totally agree, with Dr. sharing about the balance oil and skin serum. Okay, I have been taking the balance oil for about 1.5 years already. And by taking this balance oil, I do see a big difference in terms of the quality improvement to my skin. And I think for some of you, you have been seeing me like almost every week. I truly support. Actually, thank you for your continuous support. Okay, you see me every week. Can you all see a difference? A bit shy. Okay, but can you see a bit some slight difference over the past 1 year? Okay, I think it used to be down. Okay, it used to be down, but now I can see like I can feel it myself. Okay, it's glowing, and I actually have fairer skin. You can see also I used to have a lot of pimples and oily skin when I was young. Okay, when during schooling days, during army days, you can see, but now I think all this has improved. Okay, and right now I don't. My skin was used to be oily type, but now not so much already. Compared to last time. Okay, and I didn't do any. I just do normal washing, cleansing every day. Okay, normal cleansing and taking my Velixia and taking my balance oil. So I think if you have some skin problems, okay, do try the following products, Zinzino product that we have. I think it will really helps you. All right. And of course, if you like what Doctor had shared earlier but have yet tried taking any of our products, okay, talk to the person who invite you to the call. Okay, but before that, before you start taking balance oil, we do strongly recommend you to do your test first. Okay, this is a test. Okay, so you know where you stand. Okay, you may or you may have not been taking supplements. Okay, but now with the balance test, okay, there will be no more guessing regarding your health status. Okay, people can see it quite clear because the test will generate a report. It will report from the balance test report. Then you'll show you what you are missing, and even for those who have been taking other brands of omega-3s, I would strongly encourage you to take our Zinzino balance test to see whether the product you have been taking, are they really effective or working for you. Okay, you may have taken 1 year, you may have taken 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. It's okay. Try the balance test and you will see the result yourself. Okay, we have plenty of customers who have been taking other brands of omega-3s, and you'll be surprised, after even years of taking other brands, okay, they are still not 3:1 balance yet. Okay, so for me myself, I was taking other supplements, but then the first test was not good. Okay, was not good. Okay, my first test was actually at 12.7:1. 12.7:1 mean to say my omega-6 is 12.7 and my omega-3 is 1 ratio. 12.7:1. Okay, so what will happen when we are at not balanced? Okay, there will be inflammation and prolonged inflammation at cellular level. Okay, might lead to chronic disease. Okay, such as, like, for example, okay, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart problems, or even cancer. So therefore, it's actually critical for our cell to be 3:1 balance. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, just take this balance oil for 120 days. Okay, every day take balance oil. Okay, of course, if you can take Felix here. Okay, take the balance oil. Make sure you take the oil every day and make sure you have sufficient. Okay, and then after 4 months, okay, after the 120 days, do the second test. Okay, to see your second result. Okay, from the 800,000 tests so far. Okay, we can confidently tell you that you will definitely see an improvement in your results. Okay, and likely to be in balance after 120 days. Okay, so for myself, of course, I'm back to 3:1 balance after 4 months of taking the oil, and I myself can feel a very big difference. All right, so okay, so of course, if you like what the product is doing, your experience, you can then share it with your friends and families. And when you have 4 customers yourself, okay, Zinzino will reward you with a free product for your sharing effort. Okay, next, I will go to the activities for April. Okay, inviting your customers and prospects is important. Okay, so that they had the knowledge, they had the understanding of why they need to take the products on the everyday basis. Okay, that's why we had Dr. Abraham, we had our nutritionist, okay, Victor Chow, we had our Miss Julia to help out everyone here, so that you can actually invite your customers and prospects to the session to let them to have a better understanding, okay, why they need to take the product every day. And here is a schedule where we talk about only Zinzino products and health. Okay, and on next Monday, which is the center portion, I think center portion, okay, Victor will be speaking to us again next Monday, 9 p.m. about balanced oil and hormone health, right? And next week, his session will be in English. So you can check out the link here, okay? Don't worry about the link. You don't have to copy, okay? You don't have to photo. If you want, you can take a photo of it, okay? Don't have to copy, because we'll put all these links out later on at the Team Zinzino Asia, and then we also send out every day on the day itself, okay? All right, so remember to invite your customers and partners to the call. And every Tuesday, 8:45 p.m., like today, we have Dr. Abraham session. And next week, he will be touching more on Zinzino balance oil. What is the unique selling point of our Zinzino balance oil? Okay, why is it different from the rest of the fish oil outside? Okay, very good chance for you to invite your prospects. Okay, so get them onto the call and let them ask questions. After that, you can follow up with them again. Okay, on this Friday, okay, 8:45 p.m. will be Miss Julia Turn. Okay, our nutritionist. She will be speaking to us in Mandarin about balance test and balance oil. After taking the balance oil and doing the balance test, how to understand, how to read, how to go through your balance test report. Okay, she'll be going through that in Mandarin. So if you have any Chinese speaking customers who wish to understand more, okay, make sure they tune in to this Friday, 8:45 p.m. to find out how our product can help and why everybody should be taking them. Okay, and okay, I know I may have spoken a lot. Where all this session Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Okay, where can you look for all this information? Okay, it's all on our Facebook group, Team Zinzino Asia. I had highlight this in yellow. Okay, so you can follow our group. Okay, we have put all our events. We have put a lot of educational information there. Okay, so you can stay connected with the company at all the other various social media channels as well. Okay, we'll put up all these webinar links at our Facebook group, Team Zinzino Asia. So if you have not liked the group or follow the group, okay, go to Facebook, follow the group, make sure you fill up your name, your partner ID, and also abide to the group rules, okay, so that our moderator can allow you to access the group, okay, for this session. Okay, a lot of information there for your Zinzino products for your business. All right, so do join them. Okay, stay connected with us at the various social media channels as well. Lastly, okay, I have fantastic news for all the customers. Okay, for all the customers. So now is actually the very, very good time, okay, for you. Okay, and this is only last until like 18th of April, which is only one more week left. Okay, all customers. So, okay, this is the deal. Okay, when you get any new premier customers, okay, or prepaid customer kit, okay, you get one bottle of this additional, okay, balance oil grapefruit for free. Okay, for example, if you get one customer kit which is too big too small, okay, too big too small, okay, or one Velixia, okay, you enjoy a premium discount and get one free balance oil grapefruit for free. Oh my god, this is a very good time for you to buy. All right, so if you getting 80 with 25 premium customers, okay, you get 25 free bottles. Okay, so very good deal. Okay, but remember, just a last gentle reminder, okay, this deal is only until 18th of April and not end of April, not 30th of April, 18th of April. Okay, so this is a 2-week campaign. So remember to place them by 18th of April. Okay, if you are not sure how to do that, it's okay. Check with your team partners. Okay, they will help you. Okay, check with the person who invite you to the call. They will help you. Okay, and also we are right now having this 200% ECB qualification for all the partners, 10 action point. Okay, one customer, one premium customer, 1 point, one new partner, 1 point. So all partners, okay, you can take advantage of this campaign, okay, to do your 10 action point by having 10 premium customers by 18th of April. Okay, all right. So if you have any questions about the campaigns mentioned, not to worry. Feel free to contact your team partners. Feel free to contact the person who invite you to the call, or you can contact our customer service, or let me know. Will give you a very good advice on this, and you can get the most out of it. All right. So okay, and thank you for your participation tonight. Thank you for your time. Okay. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your continuous support for us. And in the meantime, please stay safe, stay healthy, and take plenty of balanced oil, Velixia for your immune system. Okay. And I hope to see you again on our next session. Thank you, everyone. Good night and have a wonderful week ahead. Bye for now.